Okay, hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another video. In today's little tutorial, I'm going to show you how to update your Windows to the 2023 update or the version 23H2. So firstly, you can do the installation assistant, or you can create Windows 11 installation media, or you can find the disk image and do it that way. But how I did it was I downloaded the installation assistant. See, it's right there. Now I have to open it here, and then it's gonna check for device compatibility. Which it already said that was fine. And then it's going to download the latest version of Windows 11, which that's 23H2. So yeah, the Ethernet thing right there is downloading Windows 11. I mean Ethernet adapter. So it's going to start downloading Windows 11, like I said. So if we go into Task Manager here. See, right there, you see that it's starting to download here. It's gonna get going in a second here. I don't know why is it only going at like 4 megabytes? Okay. 1 second here. Anyways, let's continue now. See, there it is. Now it's starting to download. Now it's starting to download a little quicker now. So, let's continue here. Just have to turn the VPN off because my VPN automatically popped on. So that I bet that's why it wasn't downloading quicker. So basically, so there we go. Now it's gonna start to pick up here. That's 7% here. Maybe it wants both Wi-Fi's on. I don't know. I know I'm rambling, but I think it does. I may just go on Wi-Fi here if my Ethernet port's not gonna do anything. So, anyways, continuing on. See, now the Wi-Fi is gonna download Windows 11, like I said. So, this is all gonna depend on your how quickly your Wi-Fi downloads it. If yours is about about 40 megabytes or 50, it probably will take some time, but basically all you can really do is just wait it out, and basically all you can do is just wait it out and just wait for it to finish downloading. I'm just gonna keep this video going, and so I can show you that it's actually downloading. In my previous videos, I just stopped it, but then after it was done downloading, I recorded it. So let's continue here. So it's at 22% here. It's taking a little longer because it's only downloading at 100 megabytes a second, but soon enough, Windows 11 23H2 will download. Just hooking it up on the faster Wi-Fi here. There we go. So basically, I switched to Wi-Fi's here, and it's downloading around like 500 on my end. So, like I was saying, it all depends on how fast your internet speed it really is, and it all depends on your PC's processor too. So it all really matters on what processor you have, or basically how much RAM you have available on your computer at the time when you're trying to install Windows 11. Windows 11 23H2. You can see it's at 80, it's at 90, it's about at 100% downloading. So, as long as you have enough storage, it should download, which this computer has a 512 gigabytes of SSD. It's verifying the download now, which should not take too long if you're on an SSD. If you're on the hard drive, though, it may take more time. But there we go. So now it's gonna start installing it from there, which that may take a little longer. But it's at 15% already, so it's getting there. So if we go into the task manager here, we can see right here that it's using the CPU power to install it. If you want to skip to the end right here, if you want to skip to the end where it's starting to install Windows 11, feel free to, but if you want to keep watching, feel free to as well. Anyways, it's already at like 70%, so, and see, the SSD is being used right now, so it can update. And this computer has plenty of storage available to handle the update. %72 here. Normally on my Dell laptop I did this update on. It took about, like, most likely about 30 minutes to update fully, but like I said, it all depends on how fast your Wi-Fi is, how fast your computer is, or how fast your storage is, which all matters it just matters how quickly your computer can process stuff. And this is the driver that I had back in my old, basically my old desktop over there, but I replaced it with a faster drive, and it's been working so much faster than this drive. Didn't think replacing drives would have help my desktop, but I guess it did. But this one is just a backup of my OS if just say something happens to it. See, now the SSD is at max utilization again, so that means it's working again. Trying to get Windows 11's ISO file done. I'm just gonna plug my Ethernet adapter back in. So wrong way. There we go. Plugged back in. So basically now it's on 76% here. Basically it's on 76% here. Just make sure that it's plugged in all the way, because if it dies in the middle of it trying to update, it most likely would just revert back to the previous OS that's on this computer as it already is. So make sure that it's plugged in all the way, and don't unplug it until it's after it's done updating. And I should say, after you are done updating it to a new OS, there is a update on the new OS for Windows 11. So don't forget to check for updates after this finishes up, after the OS gets installed all the way. I'm just gonna put this in basically just screen, basically two screens, but now basically two windows but split screen, and we can see that it's working here. It's at 78%, so it's about 30% off before it starts downloading the ISO file. No, that's what it is doing right now. It's downloading the ISO file. Then after the ISO file is downloaded, then it will start checking for all the basic stuff and checking if you have enough storage, RAM, all that. And most likely Windows 12 would do the same thing, but it'll probably require a lot more. But after all, this is pretty much basically how you update Windows. It's gonna be a longer video than all the other tech YouTubers trying to do all these tutorials, but I just want to show you in depth how to update your computer to Windows 11 23H2. Now I will stop talking for a little bit and just have my phone on the desktop. Not desktop, but laptop. $20 more to go here. Then it will start opening the ISO file up and start checking for it, basically everything that it needs to make sure it's going to install properly. And yes, it installed on my Dell laptop. So since I have an AMD, I'm on the AMD platform on my laptop here, on my Dell laptop. This is just my mom's laptop I'm updating, so basically it's got a Core i5 and the Intel graphics card, so that should be more than enough to update. to the new version of Windows here. And like I was saying, I'll stop talking and just have my phone basically at the screen showing how quickly it's gonna download here. And there we go. It's verifying the file now. So basically now it should, the installer assistant, it's basically verifying the ISO file now, and then it will open the Windows 11 setup guide for the new version of Windows. That should take about a minute or two. Maybe most likely 5 minutes. All depends on how quickly your drive wants to work here. It all depends how quick the drive wants to work, and this is barely being used at all, only like 2%, 3%. It all refrigerates what you have open. And see, that drive is running almost at a gigabyte a second. And here it is. It's opening the Windows 11 setup now. So what it's gonna do now is it's gonna prepare the Windows 11 setup for the 23H2 update. Normally just takes about a minute or two. Just waiting on it here. Maybe it takes longer than expected, but that, like I was saying, it all depends how quickly it wants to work. Here we go. Now it's starting. So now it's going to check for updates here. And then it's going to restart again. And it's going to check. Then it's going to check the PC to make sure that it has the right amount of specs, which it passed that. So now it's going to check for updates, and then it may say choose what you want to keep. Since this is already a OS already on here, then this is the OS already on here. So basically, you won't need to tell it tell it what to keep. It will automatically keep all your files and stuff when it does this update like this. Which this update is going pretty fast right now. So after that, it may take a few minutes to update here. Then once it does this here, it will take over your screen for a little bit, so it can make sure to update everything. If you want out of the screen, you just have to use the Windows. You just have to use the Windows icon in order for it to open any of your tabs down here on the bottom. So basically what it's doing is it's just checking for updates here. And basically it'll just check for updates here, and then once it gets to 100%, then it will start to check everything to make sure that everything's good to go on here, and then it will automatically pop up saying installing Windows 11. That note, that's not a clean it. When it says that note, don't touch it. It's just gonna download it in the background. Like I was saying, if you want to go out of it and let it update, if you don't want it to show the screen, press the Windows key and then any of your tabs right here. Which this computer's using a little more RAM because it's less doesn't have much RAM in it, but that should not matter. If I go on here and disable a few things, Google I don't need to open. Windows, the setup host, yes, I need that open because that's Windows trying to download. Okay, so I put that down to 61%. Okay, yeah, that should be more than plenty RAM now. There we go. Now it says please wait. That's normal for that to do that. Now if we go down here, you find it. Where did it go? Now modern setup host. Now right there, it just says Windows 11 setup right now. Now it's gonna check to make sure your PC has enough space, which obviously it does, and there we go. Now it's gonna start installing Windows 11 22H2 no 22H3 or whatever it is. So like I was saying, if you want to back out of it, you can let it keep updating, but if you want to do other stuff while it's updating, you just have to click the Windows button right here. All depends on your computer, which this one's a HP. So now we just wait here, and it will automatically get everything done. So now one second here. I'm gonna pull up the task manager here so you can see what it's doing. There we go. We're continuing here. It's at 18% now. Task Manager shows that system is down. Task Manager shows that system is downloading it around like 30 megabytes a second. It's at 20%, so it's got another 80% left to go here. It's at 30% now, so it's probably most likely gonna go a little faster here. It all depends how quickly it wants to download everything onto the drive, and then there is a way how you can roll back on Windows, but this is not the tutorial for that. So anyways, at 32%, I will stop talking, and then I'll just have my phone face at the computer while it's updating. It's at 50% now. Yeah, there we go. The modern setup host is gonna take care of the rest. Yeah, the modern setup host may go down and up. That it all depends. It all really depends what files it wants to download first. Oops. I don't know what that was. Still at 56% here, but it's downloading. It's just taking its own time. I don't know if different Wi-Fi's would change it or not. No, that does not matter. Up there goes the modern setup host going again. There goes the modern setup host again, taken away with trying to download it. At 57 now. There we go, it's at 66 now. Wasn't paying attention. Now it's going around like 100 megabytes per second. That's 76% now. And you can see the little Windows cursor spinning. That shows Windows is trying to get it downloaded. We're at 84% now. We're about done. Before it's gonna probably tell me that it's ready to be restarted. So far it's taken about like 40 minutes. Kinda crazy. But like I was saying, it all depends how quickly the computer can process everything. We're still at 88%, so it's at 89% now. And don't mind the background noise, that's just the washing machine washing something. 10 more percent to go here before it's gonna let me restart here. Oh, just Windows updates. They always have to be slow. They say it's gonna be so fast, but they never are. Takes it quite a long time just to update. See if I go on to the File Explorer now. It shows that it's using a little bit of space. See, it's using about 5 gigabytes. So let's go back onto the install thing. Still a 93. This may take a lot longer than I anticipated, but that's fine. Here we go. It's gonna say it's gonna restart in a few moments now. Wow, and that took forever. So now it's gonna say, so now when this pops up, tell it restart now, and it will. So it's gonna sign us out here. It's gonna sign us out here, and then from there it will restart and update. Or I can automatically restart that way. See, there it is, the HP logo, and it's gonna boot up into the setup screen for Windows 11. Not setup screen, but update screen. See, now it says working on updates. Please don't turn off your computer. Or it's saying please leave your computer on. Just let it do what it wants. See, now it's gonna reboot again. And it should automatically after this reboot, it should automatically fire up in the Windows here. There it is. It just downloaded the driver. Or the display driver. Got 85 here, 87. So now it's at 91% here. I know you probably can't read it because it's blurry. If I get a little closer here, it says 92% now. 93%. Basically what it's pretty much probably doing is it's just probably getting the other files, or probably just downloading newer drivers or something. That's why when it says working on updates at 93%, it could be any of that. Yeah, 96. So it's about to fire up, and no, it's about to get up in the Windows. And it may say please wait for a second or two. That's normal for it to say that. Yeah, 2 more percent, and then it should get in the Windows. There we go. So now in 1 second it should say please wait. Please wait for the applying user settings. And there we go. So we just have to log in now, which I'm going to put my phone down for a second so I can log in. See, now it's gonna log me in here. It may take a while. It all depends. Like it may take a while. All depends on how fast your processor is. And there we go. And that is how you update your computer from 22H2 to 23H2. No, 23H2. So hopefully you found this video tutorial helpful, and don't forget to check for Windows updates as soon as the computer finishes updating. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. Thanks for watching.